It is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully the NASDAQ will be our Valentine today and pay us out pretty well. Let's get into some charts and we'll find some good setups. Right now we're looking at the ES on the 5-minute. So right away I want to look at the daily and I want to see what's going on. Previous day high, previous day low. We already took out that previous day high. And if we're looking at our stats on ES, let's go to our previous day's range. On ES, we're already there. I want to see what are the odds standard. Let's go by weekday. And we also want to go by not New York session. We want to go by the daily session. So 71% chance of closing green today, right? So that is in our favor that we should close green today. 71% chance. Now, look at this though. Last 5 Fridays, previous day high broken. We closed red 4 out of 5 of those Fridays. That's bearish. However, if the stats are 71% and 4 of the last 5 closed red, then the odds sort of are leaning that there's a better chance it closes green today because it's been a little while since it has closed red. So we're taking a look at that. I'm taking a look to see if there are any levels of support or resistance, supply or demand. I do have a 45-minute demand zone right here on ES around 61.03. Now, if we check our book map levels, if there are any price levels down there, we only really have 61.20. Look at the 6100 though. This is right near that demand zone, 6100. Pretty heavy level there on book map. So I do want to be aware of that. That's the price level I am going to be watching today. Let's see. Let's check our stats one more time. Now, what I would really like to see on ES is for us to continue higher. Now, look at this area right here. This is an area of interest. We're going to make this AOI. No, we're going to make this FVG. Even though it's not a fair value gap, I know that blue zones are just areas of interest for me. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at right now on ES. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Take a quick screen grab of that. All right. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Happy Friday. Happy Valentine's Day. If you don't have a Valentine, I'll be your Valentine. Or maybe the ES and S&P 500 and NASDAQ will be. S&P 500. All right, let's see. So what am I looking for on ES? Well, let's do our daily breakdown, right? Now, for my write-ups, I like to do some type of top-down analysis where I'm like, okay, well, it looks like we've been either range-bound or it looks like we've been trying to move higher, but it looks like we have been range-bound for we've been in a very large range since mid-December, right? So the S&P 500 has been in a higher time frame / daily range from 6160 all the way down to 5860, period. We're currently, nope. Let's see. Well, yeah, we're currently near the top of this range, trading at 61.31, but we did already break that previous day high from yesterday, but we broke it overnight. Now, what would I like to see? Well, what I would like to see is a pullback to some level of demand or support to find a long entry. Let's see. We had retail sales at 8:30 this morning, which gave us a little bit of a spike, nothing crazy. I would really like to see us come down to demand around 61.03. I didn't pick any of that up. Beautiful. All right. That's what I am looking for, though, guys. I want to see this demand zone come down here on the 45-minute. If we don't make our way lower, I'm going to use the higher time frame and look to see if we create a demand zone up here. Now, at the moment, I really don't see anything forming, so I do think we might want to pull back a little more. So I'm going to be a little patient. Let's mark out some key levels. Key levels. All right, so what are we looking at key level-wise on ES? Well, we have our demand at 61.03. 6103. We have supply at, so we are in supply already, 6128, 27 to about, the high of supply is, if you click your rectangle tool, it'll tell you the top of it. So 6147.75. So that's my supply range, right? So if we're trading in this range right now and we didn't break it, I might not want to take these longs just yet. We have demand, we have supply. AOI, that's our area of interest, is going to be the 6127 area. Which is funny because that's 6127. What is it? Let me make sure that is 61. No, 6123. 6123. Because it's right below that supply zone key level. So 61, this is our area of interest. This is our demand zone. Previous day high is right here at 6138, which again, guys, we did break it already. Previous day low isn't until all the way down at 6053, so I don't expect us to go to that previous day low, 6053. Edge full stat wise, again, we were looking at that daily time frame. And Marzidi, I see you're in here. We're going to cover the initial balance as well, and I'll let you guys know the stats on that. The daily, nope. Let's see, what was the stat I'm looking at on Edgeful? We were looking at the previous day high broken. When we break the previous day high overnight on a Friday, we have a 71% chance of closing green. Okay, 71% chance. Perfect. So, guys, this is sort of what I'm looking for on the ES right now, right? This is my thoughts, my breakdown of it, my key levels. When we break the previous day high overnight on Friday, we have some closing green. Perfect, great. Let's check out our reports, and let's check out the initial balance report. Whoa, look at this gap fill report here. By weekday? Oh, no, that's because it's on the wrong session. Oh, I wonder where our gap fill is today, though. Let's find our gap fill real quick. Gap fill price is right here. Let's do gap. Okay, great. Now let's do report. We want to see our initial balance breakout. So single breakouts happen 78%. Is that 76? 76% of the time, it says right here. Single break, initial balance breakout, 98 out of 128 days. So it is statistically much higher that we only have one breakout. Now, the initial balance forms, it starts at 9:30 and it ends at 10:30. Look at this, high and low broken. High or low, high or low, high or low, high or low, high and low, or low, or low, or low. So most of the time, a majority of the time, we are only getting one break. Look at this. This run from 117 up to 129. All of them, high or low, high or low. So it wasn't both, it was one or the other. So yeah, Marzidi, the initial balance, that's a good one to trade with. What were you looking to use with it? I believe so. I'm pretty sure it would say if it wasn't customized by wick. So here, initial balance 9:30 to 10:30, breakout criteria by wick, candle time frame. Okay, that's pretty interesting too. So you could change it like if you want us to close above it, and then if you want to make it like a 30-minute time frame. But it's really just making it like a wider orb, right? Where it's like the orb is the 15-minute range. The initial balance is like the hourly range. I could ask them. I do think it goes throughout the whole day. I've asked them in the past about fair value gaps and how their fair value gap report works. Yes, exactly, exactly, exactly. So this nine. Yep, yep. I got you, bro. No problem. Yeah, this is cool. I don't really understand the initial. Now they have initial balance breakout. They also had another initial balance. Thought it was like initial balance by rejection or something. And let's see what's in play. Pretty sure it's down over here. Good morning, everybody, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We We have the Premarket Preps on YouTube now. I'm going to see if I should put it to unlisted so it's just for our members. So initial balance right here, and then initial balance by rejection. So I'm not too sure what they mean by this by rejection. So we're going to take a look at it. First initial balance break, first break IB high, IB low. Oh, that's interesting. Initial balance low formed first break, initial high. Okay, I would have to take a little time to really dissect this, probably watch this video to break it down too. But definitely interesting how all of that works. Why do I have two edge fulls up? And they do have now a screener, which is a live screener. So during the market open, while market's open, you could look to see like what's forming the gap, where's the gap target, what's the current gap size. That's really cool, really quick for us. Orb 2, initial balance. The issue with this, guys, is they don't have gold. On their what's in play and their screener, they don't have GC. And it bothers me because obviously I trade GC pretty often. But I don't know. It is what it is. I know they had issues with the contract. Absolutely. All right, let's see. So let's go back. Let's check out gold and crude. Let's find some good setups. Let's look at gold on the daily. Gold on the daily. Look at this, guys. I just want to point out right away. All these previous day highs getting broken. I covered this on Futures Fever this past Wednesday, how gold has been in a very strong uptrend. Look at this, guys. Since about mid-December, it sort of chopped around for the first leg, but then ever since about end of January, we've had a very strong move. So because of that, I would really only be looking for longs on gold. So with that being said, we're going to mark out our previous day high. We're going to mark that out PDH. And I also want to check to see, we could check our previous day's range report. Now, report-wise, they do have gold. They have GC. They just don't have it on what's in play for some reason. Now, gold, I want to look at the daily session, and I want to look at by weekday. And I'm pretty sure Fridays are one of the stronger days. Yeah, 72% chance. I also want to see performance by weekday on gold. Look at that, guys. Gold performance by weekday. Strongest is on Friday. But let's look at our New York session, because it might be different. Strongest is Tuesday, but it's pretty neck and neck with Friday. So something I would definitely note is that we do usually have a stronger day on Tuesdays and Fridays. Very interesting. Good stuff. Good stuff. So let's see. Let's break it down. See if we could find a good area to enter. Well, right off the bat, I do see a 4-hour demand zone right here. So we are going to mark this out as a D4 hour. Now, because this is a 4-hour demand, a lot of times, guys, I'll want to look for like a 30-minute candle to close above it, right? I want to see some type of confirmation showing that we're going to push higher. Right now, it looks like sellers are starting to take control. Well, sellers have had control just for this last little run. This is the 30-minute time frame. We were just looking at the daily time frame before. So we're going to mark this out as a little sell-side liquidity. Look at this sellers really bringing it down right here on gold. Let's pull up our book map and see if we do have any selling pressure, if we have any key levels down here. Very strong, aggressive selling. Negative delta on our way lower. We are in this 30-minute demand zone. Now, guys, this demand zone, this was a very strong area of interest for a few days now, on the 12th, on the 13th, and on the 13th again. So this area down here, yes, we're selling off right now, but I don't want to try to grab a short down here in case this is the bottom of our range. As traders, we need to be aware of where our ranges are. Well, if we look back at the past day, this is sort of the bottom of our range over here. Now, we could mark out this low for some sell-side liquidity as well, because what we might want to look for on something like gold is for us to sweep this and then reverse. Right now, I do like the support starting to build up. Again, we hit this area down here, so we could be patient on that. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not jumping the gun on any trades right now. I don't want to be, but this gold looks really good right now. If anything, guys, I'd probably wait for like a 15-minute to close, because right now, the 15-minute was very bearish. The 30-minute was very bearish. If I'm going long just because the higher time frame, the hourly, shows we're at the bottom of a range, then I shouldn't be going long based off of a 5-minute, I should be going long based off of something a little higher, 30-minute and hourly, something along those lines. Again, the analysis, though, the volume analysis is we're creating support under us. We're finding some buyers over here, and it does look good for longs. Again, I'm not taking any trades right now myself. I'd much rather let this 5 close, maybe let the 15-minute close, maybe even let the 30-minute close. If we could get a 30-minute close above this demand zone, guys, that would be huge, and I would then look for longs to continue higher on gold. And even though I'll quote unquote miss this entry down here, if I'm able to wait for us to close up here and get confirmation that we are actually reversing, that's a lot stronger in my favor. Whereas if I do try to take a long position down here while we've been selling off so strong, and we end up continuing and this 30-minute close is somewhere down here, or we don't end up reversing back higher, then I'm going to be going long here just for the sellers to run into me some more. Again, I do like the support that we're building up here. I do like longs in this area, so we are going to be patient and see if we do have anything on gold. Let's see, gold. Where are we at on gold? All right. ES and NQ, both of them also trying to move higher. We have a gap fill right here on ES. Let's take a quick look at our NASDAQ, guys, and we'll keep gold up over here. Look at that, guys. Again, a quick little dip to the downside. Buyers trying to hold this support here, and boom, that's why we don't try to go long at the bottom, just because we're at a level of support, right? We have to wait for confirmation. Because think of it this way, guys. If I'm doing my analysis on the 30-minute, on the hourly, and I'm waiting for a move back up here, that move is not going to happen in one 5-minute candle. The 5-minute structure, because the lower time frame structure is going to have to form, and it's going to have to create a higher low before we could create a higher high. So I'm going to wait for that to form to show me that we're holding support to take that long position versus people that just sort of jump the gun and try to get in. So be patient. We're going to wait on this. It looks really great for longs down here. Let's see. Part of me would consider a long here with a tight stop loss, but again, guys, you don't want to take a trade just for the sake of taking a trade. Have your confirmation, have your rules, and have your probabilities. Gold, we mentioned gold. Let's see. Right, gold performs pretty strongly when it comes to Fridays. Let's see. See that again, sellers trying to bring us back lower. So I gotta be careful. There's something else too, guys. Gold, right here, this New York session. The strongest days are Tuesdays and Fridays, and the weakest days are Wednesdays and Fridays. So yes, we might be looking for a strong move, but we really have to wait on that. So let's take a quick screen grab of that, do our quick little write-up, and we'll keep this one short for us. Look at that, guys. See how the support's holding still? Very strong, waiting for that 5 minute to close. It is currently not 8:49 and 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all we need. Okay, gold. Okay, what are we looking for on gold? Well, let's see. Gold has been making all-time highs, as we know. Gold has been making all-time highs for almost every day since January 31st. I'd like to see buyers continue, and I would only be comfortable taking long positions, but I really need some confirmation that we're holding support. Beautiful. Beautiful. And guys, if you're viewing this on YouTube or Twitter, make sure you guys join in the live stream. We're going to be live trading these trade plans very soon. So look at that. I like that 5-minute close. I'm definitely considering trying a long position. If we can make our way back, maybe like over here, I would start a position. Or maybe we could retest demand one more time. I'll see if we could dip here. If we could dip and retest demand, I'll look for a really tight entry. We're gonna see. All right, guys, we're gonna wait a sec here, see how this wants to play out. Again, buyers are starting to step in here on the delta, and that's what I wanted to look for. Yeah, I like longs. I would just really need that 30 to close. 30 closes in 10 minutes, guys. 15 closes in 10 minutes, too. It's a tough spot. Obviously, it does look good for longs. I just, entry-wise, is a tough point right now. I almost want to take it here, but I'd rather wait for some type of retest. Or like we said just before, guys, wait for that 30 minute to close. If my analysis is going to be on the 30 minute, I could wait on that 30 to close or wait on that 15 to close. I'm thinking like, do we start a position here and then just stop out if it does pull back in case we do get that? But I don't really want to be doing nothing dumb. We know that the market's been giving us nice moves, and I could just take, if it closes up here, I'll just take the retest and I'll take that long. We're going to be in a good trade today. I'd rather not jump in long here just for it to dump on me again. So I'm going to be patient. It looks good. Definitely looks good. All right. What else we got? That's sort of what I'm looking for on gold. Edge full stats would be Fridays are tied for the strongest days during New York Stock Exchange session. It's also second weakest as well. So I will be looking for a good move today. Cool. All right. Yeah, no longs on gold until we get our confirmation, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just post some stuff to the social media. If you guys got any questions, please feel free to let somebody else know. I'm just kidding. I'm so funny. Ha ha ha. All right. Let's see. Really liking how ES and gold are lining up today. My problem with ES is we might not get that demand entry. I like to look at gold, guys. Good buying on gold. Yeah, I don't think ES wants to come down to this demand zone. I have to wait for market to open for that. 30 minutes looking real good. 6.5 minutes left. Damn, look at these buyers, guys. Yeah, I'm probably going to look to see if we could maybe get a retest of this 29.41 level. All right. All right. Not taking that, that's for sure. That's why we wait for a time frame analysis to close. Be patient, ladies and gentlemen. Be patient. We got selling pressure above us too. Not taking this. That's why we don't take it. We be patient. Be patient. Be patient. Look at the buying delta right here. This price level is 39.30 area. I'm thinking if we could scale back above this 29.41 level and take a long with the stop loss at 30. But that's tough, guys. That's tough. Okay, we're above it for a sec. I said I would take it if we got above that level, but I don't like that we're trying to use it as resistance. I'll put a limit order. We'll go light in size. Stop loss is going to be right at these lows over here. Really want to see a pop on this candle because the 30-minute closes in 4 minutes, which is just this 5-minute candle left. So if we fail here, I'm in a beginner position, light size. I'll stop out. If we continue here, I'll wait for that 30 to close, and then I'll be able to add to my winner at another spot and target a really nice trade. But right now, again, if it continues lower, this resistance holds up, then I'm just going to stop out for a small loss. Just the way we have to position ourselves when it comes to trading. We have this resistance right here, guys. Major resistance at 29.42. If we could break that, we should be okay. If they could pull these buyers off. Ice, ice, baby, do. Come on, gold, give us that pop. I like it. I want to see something. Nope, seller's trying to hold it. Gonna be patient. Stop loss is right down here. Look how tight of a stop loss this is, guys. And that's okay. Look at that selling pressure coming in. Probably gonna look to stop out. Gonna be patient. If it doesn't hit my stop loss, I'm still holding. But it's looking good to the downside. We're gonna be patient. Like I said, light position. Gotta have a starter position size and not go in full port sometimes, right? Came close, trying to hold. If we didn't have this resistance right here, guys, I would be adding to my long position right here. But we have this resistance and boom, just like that. That's why I'm patient. Patient. Buying delta's trying to pick up here, but it's struggling pretty tough right now. Really need that 30 minutes to close bullish, which would require this 5 minutes push all the way up here, which is pretty unlikely at the moment. So we're going to wait. Probably going to stop out. Yeah, it's looking like it wants to dip lower. I don't want to manually stop out. We'll let it run to our stop loss. If it hits our stop, we're out. If it doesn't, then we're still holding this trade. Still holding this trade. Almost manually stopped out. 2 minutes left. We're staying patient, finding some support under us. Like I always say, rock in a hard place, support and resistance squeezing us right now. Marcus had a question. GC is also testing rejecting that fair value gap, which is a short play, right? Yeah, exactly. So that's a good way to look at it too. We had a fair value gap right here. But we can't really go off of every fair value gap we see. We do have to be careful. I do like this wick right there, though. That is a nice sell-off rejection candle. So we're going to be patient. I'm not a fan of it because we were at this low, right? Our range, we're at the bottom of our range over here. But it does look like a good rejection off of this fair value gap, this wick right here, and then this wick right here. If we didn't have demand here, I would flip this short. That's why I always say rock in a hard place. I'm probably going to end up stopping out of this trade. We have a minute 20 left till gold closes on this 30-minute, and it's not looking good. It'll only look good if we get a crazy pop to the upside, but right now it's looking like it's teetering our stop loss. Yep, there we go. Getting some volume. Stop loss is at 38.80 right now, 38.80. So another little point away on gold. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, we are stopped out on gold. We're going to be patient. We're going to see if our other setups want to play. It is 8:59 right now. If we're looking at that 30-minute, that's exactly why I'd be patient on those 30-minute closes, guys, for that reason right there. So we'll wait. We'll see. We also want to see, though, because this 30-minute zone did hold, but again, look at all this resistance above us right now. Let's see, ES and NQ still on 30-minute over here. Let's take a look at crude oil, see if crude oil's given us anything. Crude has been in a tough spot. It's been bearish, bullish, and now it's range bound. Let's mark our previous day low, mark our previous day high. We'll get gold taking another drop right there. So we're above previous day high on oil. The question would be, do we have any demand zones on oil? Or supply, whatever we got. A little bit of a 1 hour supply right here, nothing too crazy. It's because this is an area where price dropped, consolidated, and dropped again. S1 hour, add our alert, 90-minute. Could probably make this into a 90-minute so it covers a little more area. Look at gold trying to keep going lower. Back into that zone. No support down here either. Yep, look at that fair value gap rejection. We're probably going to dip on that. Look at that. Huge, huge. Good job, Marcus. Good call on that. On paper right now. Oil looking good to continue lower. Gold trying to drop like a top. We're going to watch it here because now it is at a new low of day on gold. So we want to see how we react to that previous low of day. Again, guys, this is support down here, bottom of our range. I'd really like to see buyers step in on gold. I took a light position again here because the stop loss is ridiculously tight now, but probably might stop out, but we'll see. Just got to be patient, trade it how we know how to trade it. Here we go. A little reaction there. I'd like us to inverse this fair value gap that we tried to reject because that will trap a lot of sellers as well. There we go, guys. Huge. Great, 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 great. I'm going to, nice. Oh my God, what a reaction. I'm going to get out of, holy cow. Wow. That was great re-entry right there. I'm going to get out of one contract right there. I entered 2 golds down here. Just got out of one, holding that last one till this TP up here. And if it stops me out that last one, it stops me out. But that was some pretty good buying pressure, stopping those stop orders, right? Everybody trying to take that sell-off, trying to take that breakdown just for us to reverse on them. Huge, huge, guys. Holy cow. That's great. Could even get out here for a nice little 2-to-1, 3-to-1. But right now I'm looking for a 10-to-1. 10-to-1 on gold right now, guys. That's what I'm looking for. We'll let this 5-minute close. If we closed it here, 2-to-1. So let's see. Even 4-to-1 is a great trade, but I would like to see that 10-to-1. Look at that, guys. If this 5-minute could push green, holy crap, that'd be huge. Great stuff, guys. Great. We are in this level of resistance up here, so we have to be careful. If we fail to get above this, oh, but they're starting to pull these orders, not as strong right now. I really want us to close above that 29.41. Huge. Come on, give me that 29.41 break. I almost want to exit the last contract here because we can reject and keep going lower. Look at crude's trying to move lower. Crude doesn't have any impact on gold, though. They're 2 separate commodities, so we don't want to be trading them together, right? Like, if crude's selling off, I don't want to be like, oh, well, gold's going to follow. Ooh, there it is. Sometimes, but they don't. It's not like they're both a metal, you know what I'm saying? But platinum, on the other hand, platinum selling off, that is a metal. I'm going to be patient on these gold longs. Again, I'm in one position left. I got out of my first contract, holding my last contract. I want to see the support hold right here. But it's looking like it's weak. Oh, give me something. Struggling. Yeah, I'm going to move my stop loss to up a little bit. Again, sort of making it a no-stress trade. You know what I'm saying? 15-minute looks good. 30-minute, all right. Hourly just opened, which is quite unfortunate because the hourly looks bearish. 2-hour just open. No, we have an hour left on the 2-hour, and we can potentially close somewhere up here on the 2. But look at the selling trying to come in. I'm looking for the 2-hour close right here. We're gonna make that like blue or something. I like the retest. If we look at the 5-minute on this 30-minute level, we just retested it again. So definitely liking that. If we didn't have this resistance here, I would probably look to add right here on these longs, but I'm going to be patient. Got out of that first contract right here. My entry was right here. I'd like to target up here. And guys, don't forget, gold has been bullish, so we're looking to trade that trend. What time is it? It is 9:06. Guys, I'm going to wrap up the pre-market prep now, and I'm going to hop on the regular YouTube live stream. So if you're watching this on Twitter or YouTube, make sure you jump into the next live stream I host. And Discord, you guys could just hang around because I'm not going anywhere.